Welcome. This is Atcoin Day Trading, Cardano, the best Elliott wave analysis, episode number 1. So today I'm going to do some promotional content. All my Atcoin videos will be promotional content. I am only doing this to show you what a real trading system looks like, and how you should be trading the markets. So we are going to take a look at the chart of Cardano, the last price development on Cardano, and we will take a look at its Elliott wave count. Before we do that, I'll take a look at Ichimoku to talk about the Ichimoku trading indicator on Cardano. And now that I have said that, I have to show you my disclaimer as always, so that you are aware of the risk involved in trading. So here's my disclaimer. Please read it. The link is in the description to my website, on the YouTube channel, on the description on the YouTube shop, and the link for my website is. So please read the disclaimer. And for the promotional content, I'm offering live Elliott wave updates on BTC, on Bitcoin. They will cost you 20 USD a month. But I highly recommend you subscribing to it and being a member of my channel, because even if you're interested in Cardano, and that's why you clicked on this video, I think that it is more than essential to have the wave count of Bitcoin, because every altcoin starts its bull market on the same day as Bitcoin does, and every altcoin will start its bear market on the same day as Bitcoin does. So Bitcoin is pulling everything up and down. So if you know what Bitcoin does, you also know what every altcoin does. So you could tell me, why are you not talking about Bitcoin in that case? Because I don't want to do too much of the give away too much of the content of my private Elliott wave channel for free, because there are people paying for it, and if I'm on YouTube all day long talking about it, then it makes no sense. So for me, altcoins, I will use them as promotional content for my Bitcoin analysis. And that's not a joke, because I trust more my count on BTC to know if an altcoin goes up or down than the count on the altcoin chart. So I sometimes take a look, sometimes I don't even take a look at the count of the altcoin chart, because the only thing that really matters to me is Bitcoin. I know that when Bitcoin goes up, then when I have to go long on Bitcoin, it's the moment to go long on any altcoin. And I know that when I have to go short on Bitcoin, it's the moment to go short on any altcoin. So for me, the only thing that matters in the crypto space is Bitcoin, and everything else will follow. So if you're interested in my updates, you will receive at least 1 to 3 a day. Most of the time, it's more than that. Just join my free Telegram group and tell me that you're interested, and I will provide you the instruction. At the end, we're going to take a look at my free Telegram group, because I have posted some stuff in the free Telegram channel, which you should follow, and we're going to take a look at that. Now, that being said, I'm going to take a look with you at Cardano. So here I have my Ichimoku indicator, and I actually have 2 Ichimoku indicators on it, and one I can actually overlay. And that gives you the colors of the candle. I think it's quite useful, and I like to have it. For the Ichimoku indicator, so with one glance, you can easily see that right now the directional movement is bullish, and the Ichimoku indicator is also bullish. And you can also see with one glance that the super trend is bearish. So I use the super trend as a stop loss indicator. And if I would only trade it, I don't only trade Ichimoku. Ichimoku helps me for entry price and exit price and stop loss price. But I trade Ichimoku with Elliott wave. So Ichimoku only confirms that when my Elliott wave count tells me to go long Ichimoku, I will wait for Ichimoku to confirm. And when I need a stop loss, I will look at Ichimoku for the stop loss. But what really counts is, of course, the Elliott wave count. So right now, let's talk about the first thing. Here you have a cross, and that's the TK cross, and it crossed to bullish. So that is the first indication that you should be looking for a long price. The second indication, you did get it when you broke out of the Ichimoku cloud, which happened here, and the lagging span was above price. So that probably happened on this candle, or not even before that, on that candle. So Ichimoku tells you probably here on that candle to go long. And it would have give you the a stop loss, the super trend as a stop loss. I have forgotten to maybe put the Tenkan Sen and the Kijun on this indicator, because here right now you only have the super trend, but the Tenkan Sen and the Kijun is close to the super trend. It's not exactly the same place, but it's close. I will put it on for next time when I take a look at Cardano. I'm not going to do it now because it takes some time. I have to get it right, and I don't want to waste your time. And anyways, it's not that important. You see that it crossed here, TK crossed here. So we also see that the price action is above the Ichimoku cloud, and that the Ichimoku cloud is bullish. That's also a bullish sign. And right now, the lagging span is free of price interaction, so there's no resistance. So we can move higher. But if you only trade this indicator and you take as a stop loss your super trend, you would be stopped out right now, because both of them, both the levels, this one and the upper one, turn bearish. Actually, they did not turn bearish 100%. Let me correct that, because I take it, I would only exit on a close. So it has to close below the lower band of the super trend. If it does, it will break, and then the super trend will be somewhere up here. And that would be my exit signal if I only trade Ichimoku, but I don't. Of course, I traded, I needed, as I told you, I needed for confirmation and for entry and exit point and stop loss points, but I don't trade it on its own. I trade it with, in harmony with Elliott wave. So the price action is above the Kumo cloud. The Tenkan Sen is bigger than the Kijun Sen. So you don't see it on the chart right now, but I will put them for next time on the chart. And the Green Kumo cloud is ahead. So all that is bullish. So right now, since you are above the Ichimoku cloud and it's green, you only should be looking for bullish trades. And the directional movement is not so important. It only says you how strong the trend is. And right now it's strong. Okay, that being said, I think we talked enough about the Ichimoku indicator. It would have tell you when to enter. If your Elliott wave count was also bullish, and it was at the time. So you would have entered, as I told you, on this candle. Because here all the requirements to going long on Ichimoku are satisfied. And at that time, your count on ADA would have been satisfied too. So I'm telling you all that because it's exactly the same thing on BTC. That's how you trade BTC. That's how, and the only difference is that it is more important on BTC, and whatever happens on an altcoin is irrelevant. If you look at the big picture, it does not matter. Most of the time, I don't even care about looking at the chart. I only care at the chart of BTC. But here I'm doing it because I want to promote my YouTube channel, and I don't want to give you the same analysis that I provide to my private client on BTC for free, since they pay money for it, and people would be not happy if everything I give them in the private channel would be available also for free on YouTube. Then they would ask themselves why to subscribe to my private channel if everything is available for free. Now that we have talked about all that, let's take a look at the count of the Elliott wave count on Cardano. So I'm not going to zoom out too much. I'm only going to show you the last price move. I use the Ichimoku indicator on the 3-hour chart because I think it works fine on the 3-hour chart. And I'm looking at the wave count of 8 right now on the 1-hour chart. So here we had a correction from the top of wave 1, and it was a W, X, Y. And the Y wave subdivided into an A, B, C. And if you look closer into the subwave of the ABC correction of the Y wave, we will see that the first A wave did subdivide into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. There were 5 waves in the A wave. So it was a zigzag. That's impulsive. Then there was a corrective ABC for the B wave. And then we did get one more zigzag for one more impulse wave for wave C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, there is an ending diagonal on the chart, and we also have a truncated fifth wave. So this is truncated since we did not go lower than wave 3. And that's a bullish sign. It's a very bullish sign. It says that there's a lot of strength in the market and that you should expect higher price on Cardano. Now, once we did get our truncated fifth wave and the correction was over, an impulse started. Here I labeled it wave 1, and right now we're in the correction of wave 2 of that impulse. And wave 1, of course, subdivided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, with the fourth wave, which often happens, was a triangle. So let me zoom in and show you that a little closer. So here, and if you look at wave 4, it's divided into a triangle A, B, C, D, E. So wave 4 ended at where the wave E ended, at this level. And this level is close to the 38% retracement at 1.44, etc. And that's a good target now for our corrective wave 2. And once that is accomplished, Cardano should go higher. Okay, we have covered the subject. I've told you everything I want on Cardano. Now, the last thing I'd like to do is take a look at my free Telegram group to invite you to join it, and so that I can take a look at my last interventions. It's free, and it's always nice having a second way of communicating with me. So now, if I didn't do a mistake, you should see my Telegram group. And I'm going, this is the free Telegram group. There's also the contact for the private clients, but we won't take a look at that. We only take a look at the free Telegram group. And on the free Telegram group, I did do a tweet about inflation. So I showed you the picture about inflation and what you could buy with $20 in the 80s, 1988, what you could buy with $20 in 2005, and what you could buy with $20 today. And that's called shrinkflation. So shrinkflation is happening right now. And I've done a trade, I've done tweet about that. And I commented it, and my comment is, the cost of chocolate bar has quadrupled over the past 40 years. That's inflation. And that's not all of the tale. We pay 4 times the bill for half of the good. It's called shrinkflation, as you can see on this picture. Shrinkflation, also known as grocery shrinking rate or package downsizing, is the process of items shrinking in size or quantity, or even sometimes reformulating or reducing quality, while their price remains the same or increases. So that's the definition of shrinkflation. Products, especially food, have become smaller while list price have risen. That is one of the explanations why consumer price inflation is much higher than declared in official statistics over the previous years. And they know it, and you are not supposed to understand it or oppose yourself to it. But Bitcoin will save you if you can handle its volatility. So that was my comment about shrinkflation. I thought about it during the Christmas days, and I thought it would be a good reminder to tell you why you should have Bitcoin, why you should hold Bitcoin and trust in something that cannot be inflated away. Because as it says here, it is silently robbing you of your purchasing power since 1913, even before that, but it went high wire. It became worse since the 19th. And now one of my clients, because I've shown him a trade on an altcoin that I did, and that was a successful, very profitable trade. And he asked me, can you tell me how to find altcoins that will rise? And I've answered that question too. So since it's my public Telegram group, I'm going to read it to you, and it tells you what I already told you, why it is so important to know exactly what BTC is doing and why you should subscribe to my private channel. So my answer to that gentleman was, they will all rise and fall with Bitcoin. Some rise a little more, some a little less. I do not always get it right. If they don't rise, I will cut my losses and not trade them anymore. Look at the Elliott wave count on the altcoin. So you can always take a look at the Elliott wave count on the altcoin, even though it's not that important. But you can always take a look, just as we did right now, at the Elliott wave count on the altcoin. But even if you do, to me, the BTC count is more important. And if there's a conflict between the Elliott wave count on the altcoin and the Elliott wave count on BTC, I will always prefer the Elliott wave count on BTC. And I always will look as invalid the Elliott wave count on the particular Elliott wave, on the particular altcoin. So Bitcoin always trumps any altcoin. The Elliott wave count on Bitcoin always trumps any Elliott wave count on any altcoin, to me. Okay, so you might be a different analyst and you might think differently about it. But that's how I think about it. That's how I trade, and it works very fine. I'm extremely successful with it. So I tell you what works for me. You have to find out what works for you, or how you look at the market. Some people only look at the market with fundamentals. Some trade on news. Whatever fits you, whatever works for you is fine. To me, it's just I'm talking about how I look at the market and how I trade and how I make money. But your approach can, of course, be different. So I told him, look at the Elliott wave count on the altcoin. What you can do, it's not absolutely necessary, but you can. And you can find out how bullish it is. Can you easily see the impulse wave? How did they perform in the past? So how did that altcoin perform in the past? If they did well, then maybe they will until BTC start its bear market. So here I'm reminding you that it only matters when BTC starts its bear market. See, on Cardano, I told you that we did have the bottom of wave 2 and that now we are rising in wave 3. Okay, let's say it is not wave 2, but that's not wave 3 that we are awaiting, but wave 5. It makes no difference. Cardano will stop rising exactly on the same day, exactly at the same hour, exactly at the same minute as Bitcoin will. When Bitcoin starts its bear market, Cardano will. So if you know when Bitcoin starts its bear market, you also know when Cardano will start its bear market. I could be wrong. I said it is wave 2. Maybe it is a wave 4 bottom. So that's why I don't care. I don't put any weight in account of an altcoin. I only put weight in account of BTC. So can you easily see the impulse wave on that altcoin? How did it perform in the past, the altcoin? If they did well, then maybe they will until BTC starts its bear market. So I'm sure that it will, but I said maybe because you always, there always can be something unexpected happening, and my analysts can always be wrong. It's just probabilities. So I cannot say for 100% sure that it will happen, but I'm convinced of it. I'm so much convinced of it that I will put money on the table proving it, and I will trade it. And if I'm wrong, well, then I take a small loss. So once they dump the altcoin, they will dump more than BTC. So it will be an occasion to short sell them. So I'm saying this because on Bitcoin, we are starting its 5th wave up, and that will be the end of the bull market. Once that's done, you will get a severe bear market. So, so you should look forward to, if you want to make if you want to make some money, you should look forward to short the altcoins of your choice according to BTC. When BTC tells you to go long on BTC, and you want to play around with an altcoin, you can take advantage of its volatility. It should crash more than BTC, so there's so you will get more volatility, and you can make more money with that volatility. but I only trade it just to make money and accumulate more BTC, of course. So once they dump, they will dump more than BTC. So it will be an occasion to short sell them. Use the signal you get in the private Telegram channel to trade them as if they were BTC. And that's really the important point I want to get cross over to you, is that you should trade any altcoin as if it was BTC. When BTC tells you to go long, then you go long on the altcoin of your choice. When BTC tells you to go short, you go short on the altcoin of your choice. That's exactly what I do, and it works fine for me. Now, that being said, let me log out. And I don't know when I will make the next promotional content and talk about one more altcoin. It won't be Cardano, but it will be some other altcoin. We'll take a look at it and talk once again about trading and my trading system, which is, according to me, the best trading system you can get. I think that the combination between Ichimoku and the Elliott wave count on BTC is the best you can do as a technical analyst. And to me, technical analysis is much more important than what they call fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis only counts to me telling you where you should put your money, in gold, Bitcoin, or something else. But the rest, when to enter a position and when to exit a position and how to make some money, all that to me is technical analysis, and only technical analysis. And never listen to the news. Never listen to the news, at least for me. I would never make any money by listening to the news. But if that's your thing and you're profitable, fine with you. I know that some people manage to make money by listening to the news. So if that works for you, that's fine. It's just for me, it would be impossible. Impossible. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. And like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and join my free Telegram group. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.